Everyone, and welcome back to the James Bond journey. My James Bond reactions are continuing, and this time we are watching The Spy Who Loved Me. I'm really excited for this one, especially because the Austin Powers parody movie is a ripoff of this title, so this movie must have some significance in the James Bond universe. I'm really excited for this one. I've really enjoyed Roger Moore so far. I don't know if he's had my favorite movies per se, but I did actually really like the last one, The Man with the Golden Gun. I don't know, there was something just about the quietness of that film that I really enjoyed compared to the way louder other kind of James Bond films. And I know Live and Let Die was fairly quiet in terms of the James Bond movies we were getting before it, you know, like big explosions, jetpacks, like all these wacky things. And both of Roger Moore's films so far have been fairly relaxed compared to some of the other movies. So I'm excited to see if they continue like that, but I've heard that they get continuously more goofy and kind of more extravagant as they continue. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to add. I don't know really anything about this movie. I don't know the plot. I've never really heard my dad. My dad is the person usually who talks to me about James Bond movies, and I've never really heard him say anything about this movie. So I don't know. I don't know if he likes it that much, but I know that Austin Powers ripped off the title, so there must be something about this movie that is worth ripping off, which means there must be something good in this movie. And before we get into the video, let me do the lighting. So let me turn on the light and we can decide what color it should be. Boop. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so the lighting today, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to go red. Red is usually a good color for James Bond because he shoots people and then they die, but also love is in the title, and you know, red, love, red for violence and red for love, they work together, so that's why I'm going to go red today. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon where I have uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to my movies that come out 1 week early. There are also 2 exclusive Patreon movies a month that you guys on Patreon get to choose, so thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, so I'm hoping that this is going to be a really fun movie. It's final seasons for me. I have 2 final exams tomorrow, pretty much back to back, both of them 3 hours long, so 6 hours of exams with basically no break tomorrow, and I'm really stressed about it, but I've done a lot of studying today, and this is kind of like my brain break, my 2-hour brain break watching this movie, so I'm hoping that I have a great time. So anyways, let's just dive into it. I hope you enjoy my reaction to The Spy Who Loved Me. Oh, it's different music for the intro. It feels more like stealthy, you know? It feels a little darker for some reason. That's not good. If you're in a submarine and it's shaking like that, that's not good.
Sonar sets. Surface. Blow forward, blow aft, full ahead. Full eyes on both planes. Great return periscope.
Oh my god, imagine being in a submarine during a disaster. That would be the most stressful thing of all time.
Oh my god. Yeah, put him through.
What is it? What is it? You can't just say, oh my god, and not tell me.
We've lost one of our nuclear submarines.
Interesting. So he just kind of disappeared?
Yes, of course, I'll assign our best agent immediately.
The Russians also lost a submarine?
Romovich, where is Agent Triple X?
On leave, General.
007 and Triple X. For a second, I thought that was Sean Connery. I thought that was Sean Connery because of how hairy he was.
This is Triple X.
She's Triple X. I thought it was interesting that the man was not Russian. I love it. I love the twist. Also, boom, M's back, baby.
Where's 007?
Money Penny, yes sir.
Well, tell him to pull out.
That's what she said.
He has just left. Over and out.
Message received. We are waiting. Over and out.
Yes, we're getting another skiing action sequence. Let's go, baby. Oh my god, the music, guys, the music. Oh, the skiing, the guns. It's like a techno theme to the score this time. Oh, wow. Oh, that's so sick. The cameraman is doing this as well, which is crazy. Oh, I just got chills. I got chills. That's awesome. Oh, he turns around, he's going backwards. Oh, he pulls a gun. Oh, backflip for style. Oh my god, backflip to front flip. Oh my god, please do it. Please do it. Oh my god, have a parachute. Okay, baby. Oh my god, that was one of the coolest moments of all time. Oh, and she's like cupping the parachute. That was honestly one of the coolest moments. The way it just lingered and lingered, and it was just silent and silent, and the anticipation built and built. Wait, I know this theme song as well. I can already tell that I'm gonna like this movie. Oh, I'm so excited. I didn't know this was a Bond song. Oh yeah, look at him running, and there's so many people here. There are 3 agents. Are they him? 3 times? Yeah, it is. Okay. Maybe I thought maybe he was going to be working with 3 agents.
I regret to inform you, Major, that Agent Sergei Barazov has been killed.
She loved him or something in the past?
On a mission at Berngarten in the Austrian Alps.
Oh, the Austrian Alps. That's where James Bond just was.
I should very much like to meet whoever was responsible for his death.
Oh, you'll meet him all right, and you'll probably fall in love with him.
Morning, Commander.
Good morning, sir.
Captain Forsyth.
Commander, sir.
Captain Forsyth?
Where did this come from? I'm sorry, Benson. For the moment, that's top secret. I see, sir.
I would know too, so make it untop secret.
Well, how could they track them? It's impossible.
No, it's quite simple, really.
He always comes in with this knowledge.
Take it we have a contact in Egypt.
M will give you the details.
Yes, he's going to Cairo as well. Let's go.
Thank you, sir. Thank you indeed.
And that, I think, concludes our business.
Are they gonna die?
Someone intimately associated with the project. Oh, my dear, it would perhaps be more seemly if you were to leave us.
They're gonna get shot. They're gonna get shot. It's like there's no way they're getting 10 mil. She's getting eaten by the shark. It was her? What is it with James Bond and people getting eaten by sharks? That's so cool. And I love the music right now too. The music, it's so almost just beautiful, you know? Because it kind of is beautiful.
Shandor?
Yes, sir.
Whoa.
Jaws.
Jaws. And we just looked at a shark attack. Oh my god.
To be eliminated.
Whoa. He looks tough. I would be a little scared of him. Is this Spectre? We haven't seen Spectre in a really long time. Is this Spectre? Oh no. Goodbye. See you later.
Cancel transfer of $20 million.
شكرا.
عفوا. تفضل.
Is that actually what a camel sounds like? What the heck?
Well, what can I offer you? Sheep's eyes, dates, vodka martini, information.
Shaken not stirred. Shaken not stirred. Oh, that's such a cool shot. I love silhouettes of James Bond. They're so sexy. Watch out, James.
Well, I had lunch, but I seem to have missed dessert.
How does he just do this? How does he just do this? She's probably wanting him to kiss her, though, so that he dies. Ah!
No!
She really just killed herself for him. Dude, he's a complete stranger. Not worth it. Oh. Nice. Oh, nice punch. Oh, nice punch again. Oh, good side chop, son. Oh. Get thrown off the roof, someone. Please, throw him off the roof.
Pier
heads!
What a helpful chap.
James Bond really said, "You helped me, you're still gonna die." He's a murderer.
And not gasped in awe.
So true, so fair, and there's ancient Triple X.
And disclose the stage.
Wait, Triple X
on
is such an
which
interesting name
drama of
because
a
a Triple X rated something is like an adult film, you know? That's so strange.
And the voice of the desert has crossed the centuries.
Oh, I love it. That was such a good shot.
I am the faithful warden.
I'd be so scared if I saw this man who's like 7,000 feet tall running at me right now. He's running like he's jogging though, you know? He's like just a, a daytime stroll. That's pretty sick. That's pretty cool. I can see why he's called Jaws now. What?
This is the
He kissed him to death.
against death.
He's gonna be gone. He's like a ninja in the night, a vampire even. That's very useful that you turn to the exact right page. Oh my god, I love the reveals of all the characters with the lights turning off and on. It's so cool and so mystical, and the score for this movie is brilliant so far. Yeah, the score right now has got to be my favorite Bond score of any of the Bond films I've seen so far.
Buy you a drink?
I want to see her
Major
fight.
Masterman? Or may I call you Triple X?
Oh, he knows.
The lady'll have a Bacardi on the rocks.
For the gentleman, vodka martini, shaken, not stirred.
Ah, let's go. She said the line.
And has done so on numerous occasions. Many lady friends, but married only once. Wife killed.
All right, you've made your point.
They just said the George Lazenby one. They just made that canon.
And now?
I loved all those zoom-ins. He just got beheaded by those jaws. Like, those jaws went through his neck. Boom! Like that.
Talbot was called to the phone. What happened?
He was cut off.
Yeah, he was.
Search me.
He must have it, or you wouldn't be here.
Oh my gosh. You guys are blowing your cover right now. Oh! He's like, no, not again. You're not gonna go in front of me again. My man Jaws has got to be playing right now. He's got to be playing a game with them. Where did he go? He became a pillar. He became a pillar. He's as tall as one. Behind you. Oh, that was good. That was good. That was good camera work because it makes you think that Jaws was behind her. How do you get up there? Can he fly?
Watch out!
That was a good try, Jaws. All of that just for a boulder on someone's head? Why didn't you get James Bond to pick it up, you goof? Why didn't you get him to pick it up? For some reason, I'm doubting that he's dead right now. I know he was crushed by boulders. Okay, he's dead. There was a kill line. Or is he? Oh, there we go. I told you I doubt that he was dead.
You're just too late.
Oh.
Give me the key.
No way he can lift off the roof. Oh my days.
Shaken, but not stirred.
That was actually good. That was a good line. But he's never dead, guys. Just assume he never dies. The music is actually interacting with the visuals way more than in a lot of other James Bond movies. You know, James Bond just smiled and the music went ding. You know, things like that have never happened in a James Bond movie before. Whoa, that was cool. That is so cool.
More practical than that.
Food is also very important.
And warmth.
Shared bodily warmth.
That's what I was saying. I have chills from the score. I keep raving about the score, but I love this rendition of the theme song. I love these two so much. I love their dynamic. I like that they're kind of friends, but they also just are against each other at the same time. Never go down a dark hallway that leads probably and potentially into a tomb. Interesting.
Morning.
Muddy Betty!
As a matter of fact, I dropped off.
Ah. Ooh. Oh. Oh. I am intrigued. I am invested.
To find out what happened to our submarines.
We have entered a new era of Anglo-Soviet cooperation.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Maybe Q can make something out of it.
Oh, I can never get enough Q. Just give me a whole movie with Q.
Can you enlarge it?
Wait a minute.
It's a fish.
It is a fish.
That's what I was saying.
And that it will help to make Anglo-Soviet cooperation a reality.
I'm excited for them to work together. I'm so excited.
We can't talk, and yet we're in the same business.
But with rival companies.
Not rivals at the moment.
True. True. Poor guy got the champagne out for no reason. Got the glasses. Ah, Jaws. Oh my god, that actually scared me. That actually... Ah. Punch him in the face. Oh, use the bottle, yes. What a waste of champagne though, but still. Nice. He eats wood for breakfast. That's how you know he's strong. Oh, out the window. Kick him out the window. Kick him out the window. Yeah! Let's go! That's 2 Roger Moore movies now where he's kicked someone out of a train window.
What happened?
He just dropped in for a quick bite.
Yeah, he did.
To lie down and let me look at it.
Now I am suspicious. I think this is a real notion of romance. But you never know.
For a bandage.
How about this?
You think Triple X dies at the end of this movie? Because right now, honestly, I feel the most attachment towards Triple X than most of the other Bond girls. You know, it's probably just because she's been in the movie a lot. She's been in almost every sequence. And so the romance doesn't feel as like forced or as just needed as a lot of the other Bond movies. Like it feels, for the most part, like more natural.
Wait.
Yes, he has a nice car. Let's go.
There are 1 or 2 rather special accessories.
Q, have I ever let you down?
Frequently.
Oh, poor Q.
What a handsome craft. Such lovely lines.
I don't think you're talking about the boat there, mister. Come on, it just looks like an evil lair. It literally looks like an evil lair. Yeah, I would be a little concerned if I saw that.
An extraordinary number of rare species.
You recognize that variety, of course.
It's a lionfish, boys.
There's beauty. There's ugliness.
Yeah, true.
Goodbye, Mr. Stromberg.
Every time someone goes to the elevator, I get really stressed.
Let them get ashore. And then kill them.
Why? Just kill them on the boat or something. Why let them get to shore? Or why not just kill them when they're here? Is this guy really gonna chase this sports car on a quad bike? Not in a quad bike, what is it? It's a bike with a seat next to it. Not the giant truck. Boo, get out of the way. Get out of the way, truck. It's gonna be a gun or something, or a missile, right? Oh my god, it's like a torpedo! That was so cool. Oh, there were chickens in there? Oh, you're dead. See you later, son. Goodbye. Oh, wow.
All those feathers and he still can't fly.
Oh my god. Oh my god, backwards guns? Oh, even better! Even better than backwards guns. No, not this guy's house. Not this guy's house. Oh man, this man was just eating wine and cheese and having a great retirement. That was so epic, the way the helicopter just came over. Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't even finish my sentence, and that's okay. Is there 2 helicopters now? Oh my god, Naomi! Oh my god, that's so epic. Oh, look at that. Helicopter car chase. That's so cool. Turn into a boat, turn into a boat, or a submarine car. Submarine car, submarine car, submarine car. Yes, it's a submarine car, let's go. This movie is really cool. What the heck, where did these guys come from? Where did these scuba divers come from? Are they guards? Oh, oh, he's been hit. He's been hit. Oh. That's like the sports car of submarines. They suck at aiming. Guys, come on, it's a giant car underwater. Please tell me he just drives off out of the water and onto the beach. Yeah, right?
It's true.
We don't make mistakes of that sort.
Maybe you do.
Van got it.
Yes, I was doing some skiing.
When was this?
Oh no, I forgot all about this. Oh man.
He was in Baumgarten 3 weeks ago. Did you kill him?
How silent everything's become. Oh man, it's so good.
It was either him or me. The answer to the question is yes.
Oh man.
I will kill you.
Oh, zooey.
Major, one of us is bound to end up gravely disappointed. There's neither of us.
I don't want them to fight. Oh no, it's the noise again. It's the noise from the start of the movie.
My God, she's right behind us.
Ah, that's what the guy saw at the start of the movie. You know what the music's making this movie feel like? It's making it feel like there's a huge scale and scope to the film because the music is so grand. There are so many red shirts.
Complete nuclear missile loading.
You heard that. James Bond also heard that. Nuclear missile loading. We haven't seen her fight yet, have we?
Within minutes, New York and Moscow will cease to exist.
Oh, that's cool.
Action will follow. The new era will begin.
But why do you want global destruction? Oh, because he wants people to live under the ocean?
I will accept the judgment of posterity.
Submarines ready for departure, sir.
I can't believe all of these people are like agreeing with him. Everyone working for him agrees with him. They'd like to live under the ocean. Who wants to live under the ocean? There's nothing to do.
Put this man with the rest of the prisoners.
The subs are loose.
He will be traveling to Atlantis with me.
Atlantis? He's calling his place Atlantis? That's great.
A welcome ring of permanency about it.
Au revoir, Anya.
That means he's not gonna die, because he said au revoir, and he said that at the start of the movie. Whoa! 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 That's such a cool way to start driving a boat. See, but every time villains do this, every time they're like, I'll kill you, James Bond, but let me walk you 5,000 kilometers before I kill you, or let me tell you my whole plan, and then try to kill you elaborately. Like, just shoot him. Just shoot James Bond.
Yo! Stand by over there!
Nice! Punch to the back of the head. It's actually a war. This kind of reminds me of You Only Live Twice. Like the giant war and ending sequence. Boom! Whoa! That was so cool. That was so cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, that guy's gonna die on fire in the ocean. How many grenades are there? How many grenades are there? Whoa.
Leave it to me, sir.
This is young James Bond. Oh no! Young James Bond is down. Oh, they've done fire. There's a flamethrower. That is unfair.
We'll never get through it. This gets to be hombre. What do you reckon to find there?
A nuclear missile.
Hey, wait!
I bet that could get through. Get through the wall.
What is it?
I have to report, sir, a breakout by some of the prisoners.
Oh, the smile. This is so stressful.
James, are you sure you know what you're doing?
It has to be a first time for everything.
He's defused the bomb before. Oh, I can breathe. No! Okay, I thought for a second he was gonna touch it by accident. I don't know why this is so awesome. It's so goofy. He's running on a giant ball, but it's so awesome because of the music. Oh, I love that the music cut out with the video. That's so cool. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Oh, okay. I guess the seconds are going a lot slower. That was a huge explosion. That was pretty sick, though.
If we can work out the position of those submarines, maybe we can reprogram them.
To do what?
To destroy each other.
Oh, that's a good idea. These poor people, though, they're gonna get destroyed, but I guess they're gonna kill millions, so it's fine. They're just gonna explode in the midair? No way. Oh. Ooh. I don't think there are any survivors. I don't think there are any survivors, that's for sure. Oh, wow. Oh, there was a lot of glass there.
Bearings. And shoot. Set. Shoot.
Oh, for the door, of course. Woo! Oh, that was a good one. That was a good explosion. Oh, man, that was cool. Wow. That looks epic. Oh, man. Oh, it's such a cool action set piece. It can't be the end, though, because the villain's still at large with Triple X. It'd be really funny if his boat landed on Atlantis, his underwater village, and just destroyed it all. That would be pretty funny.
About 10,000 yards, sir. Commander?
Don't they have one more? No, they don't. Never mind. I was going to say, don't they have one more nuclear bomb? Can they use that? But I don't think they do.
To get her off.
How?
The equipment Q sent for me. Can I have it?
Sure.
He sent you equipment? That looks like a leaf blower. And a bike. Oh my god. That's so goofy. But it's so awesome. There's no way. There's no way he tries this.
You did want me to drop in.
Aha! Oh my god, he's so good. He's so good.
Your time's running out, Stromberg.
There's always a gun under the dining table.
Yours too.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That is not what I expected. The fact that it wasn't just a gun, but like a bomb.
Now it's my turn.
Oh. You got shot like in the groin. Oh my god, man's never having kids. He was probably too old to have kids, but if he could have had kids, he ain't never having kids again. Oh yes. Yes, give me the fight. Fight of the century. Why would you shoot his mouth? Are you stupid? Shoot anywhere else but his mouth. How do you even hit his mouth in the first place? Oh, right in the groin. Oh.
How does that grab you?
Haha, I was waiting for it. I was waiting for the joke. Yes, now that is how you kill a henchman. Jaws dies by the hands of Jaws. By the mouth of Jaws. I guess sharks don't have hands. Oh, it's like he's tangling the shark. No way. This guy's gonna bite the shark. He's having like shark fin soup for dinner or something like that. Jeez Louise, this guy just needs to die. Is he gonna be with the guy who comes back? In every Roger Moore movie, the movie felt like it's done. And then someone comes back to fight Bond one more time. Is that gonna be Jaws? Oh wow. The sets in this movie are so good too. What the heck? Oh. Ah, that was so cool. And of course they land in the most luxurious pod of all time.
Huh. Maybe I misjudged Stromberg.
No. The gun's right there. You see it? This is a cool framing. It's not gonna work. Oh my god. She shot the top off.
My country, Major, the condemned man is usually allowed a final request.
Ground.
Oh no. She didn't shoot the top off. Never mind. I'm so dumb. And just like that. And just like that. How is this guy still alive? He is literally immortal. He is inhuman.
007 Triple X.
So disappointed.
Nobody does it better.
That's a good ending. That's a good ending. Yeah, but Jaws is still alive. Will he come back? Will he come back in the next movie? And that was my reaction to The Spy Who Loved Me, the 1977 James Bond film starring Roger Moore, Barbara Bach, Richard Kiel, Albert R. Coraline Munro, and Kurd Jürgens. Jürgens? I think that's how you say his name, but I'm sorry, I probably mispronounced that because it has like the 2 dots above the U, and I'm not sure how to pronounce that accent. But anyways, I really enjoyed this movie. I think this was my favorite Roger Moore movie. And out of all the James Bond movies that I've watched on the channel, I think this may be my second favorite. I stopped ranking them in my reviews now just because I've watched so many and it'd be hard to remember the order and stuff. But throughout all of this, my favorite has been From Russia with Love. That has been my favorite Bond movie that I've seen so far. I think this one is very close to From Russia with Love. I don't think it's as good, but I enjoyed this one so much. The score of this one especially, I think this had the best score out of any of the James Bond movies I've seen. The score was epic, but it was also emotional. The use of the theme song that was kind of woven through, the use of like synth disco music as the James Bond score was great. I thought some of the action was great. I thought the action was actually some of the weakest parts of the movie, to be honest with you, but I thought that the final set piece and stuff like that, and the opening skiing sequence, and then the final like 40 minutes of the movie, the final act of the movie, I thought that those action sequences again were great. It was just the hand-to-hand combat that I thought was a little weak, a little less energetic than I was hoping for them to be. I thought Roger Moore as James Bond was amazing in this. I thought this was his best role as James Bond, or his best take of James Bond that I've seen so far, and I just really enjoyed his performance in this. And then also Barbara Bach's Agent XXX, I thought she was really cool. I thought her acting was a little stiff. I didn't think she was the best actress in the world, but I liked what they did with her relationship with James Bond, and I liked that it developed a little bit slower over the course of the film than a lot of the other James Bond girls. I'll get into all of this in my review, but that was a very quick snapshot of what I really enjoyed about this film. There wasn't much that I didn't enjoy. I was very invested throughout the entire movie. It kept me like focused, even though I'm very tired from kind of studying finals and stuff like that, and I was definitely yawning throughout the movie, but I wasn't yawning because I was bored of the movie or anything. I was just yawning because I'm a little bit sleep deprived at the moment, but I was very invested watching this movie, which is something that some Bond movies have kind of lost interest. Like I've lost a little bit of interest while watching them, where they just felt like kind of like the same thing, like boom 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 boom, and it just kind of started to feel very monotonous. But this movie grabbed my attention from the very start, and it did not let go until the very end, which is something I can't say for all the James Bond movies. Getting into the reviews of this movie before I get into the excellent score, and then I'm going to touch on like the fight scenes and what I didn't like about some of the fight scenes and what I loved about the other fight scenes, and then I'll get into everything else that I liked. But the reviews for this movie, 7.1 out of 10 on IMDb and 81% on Rotten Tomatoes. So we're back up. The last couple James Bond movies, they've been sort of in the 6 point something range on IMDb for audience scores, and then like I don't know, like low 70s to high 60s for critic scores. So this movie's definitely gotten a step up for the Roger Moore. I just mixed up his name. It's the Roger Moore era, and I can see why. I think this movie is great. I think this is Roger Moore's best movie so far, and I'm glad to see that a lot of people agree with me, especially critics who have a 10% higher thing, like especially critics who have rated this movie 10% higher than the audience. So yeah, I'm really happy to see that audiences and critics are liking this movie a lot more than the other Roger Moore movies, and a lot more than some of the other James Bond movies in general, and I'm glad to see that I'm not alone in loving this film. Getting into the score of this movie, the score was fantastic. From the opening Bond thing, when the music is different than kind of the rest. And so, you know, sometimes the intro music does change between like the actual like James Bond where he's like the gun barrel sequence. The music kind of changes for every James Bond movie. There's always like a small iteration, but this one was very noticeable. It was like slower. It felt a little darker for some reason, and it felt a little bit more synthy, you know? And then that synth kind of transitioned into the rest of the movie, and I loved it. I don't know why, but I've never heard a James Bond theme song played in synth before, or like disco before, and it was so awesome. It just worked for this movie for me. It was great. It just entrapped me in its awesomeness, and it just brought me into all the action sequences whenever the James Bond theme was playing, and it was always had that synth thing to it, and it was always during these crazy action sequences, and the synth didn't distract me or anything. It actually made it more fun. You know, I was just having a great time with it because you could tell that the score was just having a fun time with it. But the score also felt very grand, and I think if the score didn't feel as grand as it was, I don't think this movie would have been as high up on my list as it was, because I don't think this movie has like a big scope, big scale, obviously, because like the submarines are going to destroy 2 major cities and kill millions of people. You know, that is a big scope. That's not a small scope by any means, but there wasn't like the sense of scale through the visuals alone that some of the other James Bond movies have had, and so the score kind of had to make the audience believe that what they were seeing on screen was just as big as some of the other James Bond movies we've seen in the past, and I think the score succeeded. I thought the score was massive. It was huge. It was definitely blaring at times, but it was never overbearing. And I just thought that the music of this movie made the movie bigger than maybe it would have been with a different score, and that's what I really loved about it. Also, the theme song for this movie, I've heard the theme song before, and I did not know it was a Bond theme song, so it was a very nice surprise to hear that song and go, oh my god, I've heard this song at least once before, and it is a Bond theme song. Like, that's really, really cool. But that theme song, honestly, may be my favorite theme song. I know that might be a very controversial statement. There's been a lot of great theme songs so far. Diamonds Are Forever being one of my favorites, Live and Let Die, Goldfinger, all of those famous theme songs, but Spy Who Loved Me, I kind of fell in love with this theme song, and maybe it wasn't just the theme song, but the way that the theme song was used throughout the movie, and it was used with different instruments at different times at a kind of a slower pace, and it was used whenever James Bond and Agent XXX were kind of together and they were talking and maybe getting a little romantic and stuff, and it was always played there, but with a kind of kind of with an instrument that suited the setting of the movie. I thought that the way that they used the theme song in this movie was really good compared to maybe the way they used the theme song in Live and Let Die, where they just overused that song completely in the movie, in my opinion. They used it every chance they got. They even had someone sing the song in the movie. In this movie, it was used fairly sparingly. It was used in like 3 scenes maximum, and then at the very start of the movie and the very end of the movie, and I liked that. I liked the sparing use of it, but they used it at the right time to kind of give me chills and to make me go, oh, like this is so cool, like this is kind of romantic and smooth and stuff like that. And then when she starts blaring singing at the end of the movie again, it's so good and awesome, and I don't know, I just really, really loved the theme song for The Spy Who Loved Me. The action for this movie, I think, was very mid-range. I thought the big action sequences, I thought those were really well filmed. I thought those were great. I thought they were exciting. The explosions were going off. I was very invested, you know. It was just like the final action sequence when they're on the boat, not even on like the secret lair, which by the way is probably one of the coolest, if not the coolest secret lair we've seen in James Bond movie, and maybe one of the coolest secret lairs I've seen in a lot of film before. Like, that was awesome. It was like a big submarine thing that came out of the water, and it was just looked menacing and it looked cool. I thought that secret lair was great. The villain I thought was mad, but the secret lair I thought was great. But yeah, when they're on the boat and the submarines are there and there's all the grenades going off and the explosions going off, and it's just this 2 armies basically fighting each other, like, that was so thrilling. It was so cool, and the way it was filmed was very well done because you could see everything that was happening. There was no like insane shaky cam or anything like that, which I kind of dislike. And you know, it was just very simply filmed, of course. Like, it was just kind of a camera sitting there and there's panning or something, or just sitting there still and watching people run and the explosions going off. But it was filmed simply enough, but still effective enough to show the extent and the grandness of the fight. So I thought that was a really cool fight. So another piece of action that I really liked was the helicopter and the car chase. Like, that was really awesome when the helicopter's flying and shooting and all of those real explosions are going off beside the car. I don't know what type of car it was, but it was that white car, and then James Bond is driving around kind of the road going super fast, and the helicopter's doing all these crazy turns in the air as James Bond is doing these crazy turns on the ground. Like, that was such a thrilling fight. All of the chase sequences in this, all of the big grand fights, I thought were really well done. The thing that kind of let down the fights in this movie for me were the hand-to-hand combat fights. I thought that Jaws was really cool, and I thought that he was really kind of menacing when he was on screen, especially because he was so tall. I just read that I think he was like 7'2" or something like that. Like, that is really, really tall. But there was something about the hand-to-hand combat fights that just didn't have the same energy as a lot of James Bond films before. Maybe it's because the director just isn't used to filming action, or maybe it's just his style, well. And it was interesting because as I was watching it, I was going, this is like what, like it on paper, this is what I like from a fight, right? You know, just like a very simple camera sitting there with a kind of a wide, like a medium wide shot. You can see the two characters, you can see them fighting, and I was watching it, I was going, see, this is what I say in my reviews when I say I like a fight. But I was trying to think why I wasn't getting as engrossed with the fights, these hand-to-hand combat fights, than some of the other James Bond fights. And I think it was because of the camera in this one. I think the camera in this one was just too far apart from the action for too long, and because it was so far, I felt disconnected from the action. Like a lot of times, even if we get like those longer takes where the camera isn't like super shaky and cutty, you kind of are in with the action, you're kind of in with James Bond, or you're in with one of the characters as they're fighting, you're very intimate to them, you know, and sometimes the camera will be moving with the characters, you know, and stuff like that to really make you feel like you're part of the scene and part of the fight. But this one, the camera was very wide for almost the entire fight, and when it was close, it was very static, you know. And when I'm saying static, I mean the camera was just sitting there, and even though we're right next to these characters who are shaking around violently, so the camera should at least have some shake or something, or be like moving with the characters, the camera would just stay still, and there just wasn't any energy in the camera movement, which I think disconnected me from the hand-to-hand fights. So besides the hand-to-hand fights, which I thought were just very mediocre, like I'm not saying that the choreography was bad or anything, but I think the camera work was a little bit of a detriment to the hand-to-hand fights. But I thought the grand fights, the big action sequences and the chase sequences, I thought those were very well done. And the ski sequence, I forgot about that. That was really cool. When it was the projected screens behind Roger Moore, I thought it was meh, but when we got like the big wide shots of them skiing down the mountains, which was most of it, and when we got the shots of the cameraman actually skiing behind someone who's skiing and doing all these stunts, or where James Bond does like the flip, he does like a backflip and then turns in the air as well to land back on his front, like oof, so good. One more thing I'd like to talk about is just the romantic relationship between James Bond and Triple X. I thought it was one of the best, if not the best. I'm trying to think. I really liked the relationship in From Russia with Love, but that might be biased because it was my favorite movie. But I really liked the relationship in this one as well between Triple X and James Bond. I thought Barbara Bach was maybe not the best actress in the world. I thought she was very wooden at times, like the emotional sequences, I just didn't think she did them very well. I never really felt emotional towards her in any way, which maybe was the point of her character, but I just thought maybe she was a little bit miscast, you know, just because she was a beautiful, gorgeous, attractive girl, but I just didn't think she had the acting chops to play off some of the emotional sequences that she was asked to do. But I still think the relationship, the romantic relationship, was really, really good. I really liked the slow development. I liked that it seemed like at first she was just going to be like every other Bond girl and just kind of fall in love with James Bond instantly, but I liked the twist where she was actually just trying to get the microfilm and stuff like that at the start, and then even towards the middle of the movie where they've been together for a long time, you're expecting them to just fall in love instantly. It just takes them a while to fall in love, and then even then there's the issue that James Bond killed the person that she used to love, and so then there's the whole tension between them again, and it's only until James Bond saves her later, kind of proving that he does love her, I guess, because he went back to save her, that she is like, okay, I'm gonna stay in love with you, like just because you killed this person you love, like you gave me a good reason and stuff like that. Like that's how I'm kind of interpreting it. But yeah, I liked that the love connection between these two characters lasted a really long time. I liked that she was the only Bond girl in this besides the one at the very start of the film when Moneypenny was like, you tell him to pull out, and then you know they're on the ground doing stuff, and I was like, wow, that's a good joke. But I liked that she was the only Bond girl. Like there were other girls in this, there were a lot of other girls in this movie, a lot of other girls in bikinis in this movie, or very small amounts of clothing in this movie, but I like how she was the only one James Bond was kind of focusing on, besides Naomi a little bit, but that one doesn't really count. Okay, getting into the cast of this movie, I'm just going to talk about Roger Moore, Barbara Bach, Richard Kiel, and Kurt Jürgens. Caroline Munro is Naomi. I thought she was good, but she wasn't in the movie that much, so I don't really have anything to say about her. Kurt Jürgens as Carl, same thing. I just, like, he was a fun villain, but I didn't think he was a great villain or anything. I thought he was very, very mid, especially towards the end. Like, I felt like he was getting a lot of character, a lot of, like, development and stuff like that, or at least that we were learning about him, and he was in the movie kind of frequently in the second act, and then he just kind of got dropped from the third act, and then he just dies, you know? So I was kind of disappointed in how his villain ended up, because I thought there was a lot of potential. His plan was was okay, I guess. But overall, I thought he was a pretty mid-villain, but he didn't bring the movie down for me because I thought everything else surrounding him was excellent for the most part. Richard Kiel as Jaws, he was really, really cool. He was so menacing. His jaws were menacing. It was a very interesting character, and it was so goofy, but it fit with the James Bond that he had to bite people to kill them, basically, because he had like the jaws of death, you know, the giant metal jaws. He just couldn't die. I wonder if he'll be in the next movie. He's an immortal man. I kind of enjoyed that, though. I liked, you know, James Bond is a franchise that is based on like believability, but is also not based on believability. Like, you really have to, in some James Bond movies at least, you really have to just not think about what's happening on screen and just accept that it's happening. And Jaws was one of those things where you just have to accept this man is not going to die, but he was just so fun. Every time he lived, I was like, yes, he's lived, like he's gonna come back. I was so excited. And when he died in the sharks, when he was going in the sharks, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a great death for him because Jaws. But when I saw him biting the shark, I wasn't mad that he was just gonna live through the shark. I was kind of like, oh wait, this is kind of cool as well. Barbara Bach as Triple X, I thought that, again, I just gave you basically what I thought about her, so I probably won't get into it too long. I liked her relationship with James Bond. The chemistry I thought was decent. I just didn't think she was the greatest actress of all time, but for the stuff that she did, I thought she did pretty decently besides the emotional moments. And also, she didn't really have any action sequences. I was noticing that throughout the film. Every time there was an action sequence, she would just be the one with the gun standing there, and she only did like one punch in the entire movie, and she was supposed to be this crazy secret agent who had never lost a mission. So I was expecting some form of combat with her, like hand-to-hand combat, but it just never happened. So a little disappointed there. I think that was a missed opportunity. But again, I did like the relationship, and I like that she was the singular focused Bond girl in this movie. And finally, Roger Moore's James Bond. This was definitely his best movie, and I think this was his best performance of Bond as well. I thought he was great. Still a horny James Bond, like always. I don't know, Roger Moore just feels way hornier than any of the other iterations of James Bond I've seen, which is really, really funny, but he's still smooth. He felt like he had more charisma in this movie, you know. It felt like he was kind of grown into the role of James Bond a lot more, and it felt like he was more confident in the role as James Bond. And overall, I just think Roger Moore is great as James Bond. I don't know how highly I'd rank him compared to the other Bonds yet. He still has more movies to prove himself, but I think that he is definitely growing on me as one of my favorite James Bonds. And yeah, that is my reaction and review to The Spy Who Loved Me, the 1977 James Bond film. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. I'm really excited for the next James Bond movie. It just, the whole title of the next James Bond movie has just evaporated from my mind, but I'm really excited to check it out. I really enjoyed this one, so I'm hoping the next one can be at least half as good as this one. If the next one is as good as like The Man with the Golden Gun, I'll be happy. If the next one is close to being as good as this one, I will be beyond happy. I really, really love this movie. So thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.